welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be testing out a product that was gifted to me for my birthday. My sister-in-law bought me the StylPro Expert Brush Cleaner for my birthday. She was so excited to give this to me and I was so excited to try it. I have held off and waited because I wanted to do kind of like a first impression video and actually testing it on camera for the first time, unboxing it with you guys just to see if it works. Supposedly it's supposed to clean and dry your brushes within like seconds or minutes or something, within seconds. Cleans and dries brushes within seconds. So I looked online to see how much this retails for, and I found it on Amazon for $60. I think they have some other models possibly that maybe clean like a single brush. I believe that this one cleans multiple brushes. I think this might, okay, so clean and dry up to 8 small brushes at once. So I do think they have other models of this, but this is supposed to be like the pro version of it, the expert version, I suppose. So we are gonna test this out. It did come with their branded brush cleaner, but supposedly you can use other brush cleaners with this product. So let me go ahead and unbox it with you guys, and then we're gonna head into the bathroom here in my beauty room and we're gonna test it out. So when you open the box, you have the device here. It's pretty heavy. It just has one button, so it seems like it's pretty simple to use. I hope that I don't need to charge this. Okay, and then you take off the top, and then you have, let's see here, and then you have this little bowl here. It looks like it's supposed to stay upright. Okay, so we're gonna assemble this and figure this all out. I just wanted to unbox it with you guys so you can see how it's packaged. And then you have this piece here. Then the last pieces that come in the package is what looks like what holds the brushes in place. And then this, I'm gonna read the instructions off camera so that this video is not unnecessarily long. Oh, and then you have a couple packets of the brush cleaner too. So I'm not sure if she purchased this for me separately or if this came with the order when she ordered it. Let's see what else. And then it comes with just a simple 1-sheet kind of instruction manual. And that's it. Okay, oh, and then it comes with this little kind of instruction little diagram here too. So it looks pretty simple given that there's not like this really thick manual of instructions. So I'm gonna go ahead and review these instructions off camera, and then we will be in my bathroom and I'll show you guys how this works and we'll figure it out together. Okay, so it's been like 45 minutes. I am embarrassed to say that there are so many little quirks to this, to setting it up, that probably should have been a lot more simple and easy to figure out, but for me they were not. And I'm gonna share them with you because I have to hope that I'm not the only one. Okay, so I have everything laid out. I decided to do it here at my desk in front of the window just because the lighting in that bathroom is so dark. So when you unbox it, you first have the device here. You need a coin to open the battery. And when you open the battery, you take the batteries out. It does come with 2 batteries. On one of the batteries is this tiny little plastic film, and I forget which side it's on, either this side or this side, but there's this tiny little plastic film, and you have to remove that. You don't even see it initially when you open it. You have to like read the fine print in the instructions. So I had, had the batteries in and it wouldn't turn on, and I kept getting frustrated, wondering what I was doing wrong. Well, that was the issue. There was a tiny little sticker film almost that you have to remove. Then the next road bump that I ran into is I got the batteries in and I put them in based on what I saw here in the lid. I don't know if you can tell, but there's those 2 little circles, and one has a positive and one has a negative. And so that's how I put the batteries in. I put the batteries in like so, and I connected the positive to the positive and the negative to the negative on the lid, and I re-screwed this cap. The device turned on, but I could not turn it off. No matter what I did, if I held this button down, if I pressed it a couple of times, if I pressed it once, it did not turn the machine off. It just was like on power mode for a while. And then I realized that when you look inside these little white tabs inside here, I don't know if you can see this, it's a little blurry, you guys, I'm so sorry. If you look inside this little white tab here, there are plus and negatives. So you need to coordinate the batteries with those little signs as well as the lid. But I missed that because it wasn't really obvious to me when I was putting the batteries in. So once you do that, then you can turn the device on and off really easily. So now you have your device, and you have to choose the size of the attachment based on the size of your brush. So we'll start with this angled blush brush, and I'm just going to kind of find one that the brush fits into that is snug enough so it's going to hold the brush. And I think this one is going to be a good option. So I'm going to take this off of the base and I'm going to secure it on the brush. Then I'm going to take the device and I'm going to secure the brush onto the device. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it upside down and put it into the cleaning solution. I've mixed water with the cleaning solution that comes with it. There's a button here. It's very simple. There's one button to use, and you press it once for small brushes and then you press it twice for larger brushes. This is a larger brush, so I'm going to press it twice. You hold it for 10 seconds and then it's supposed to light up, and you're supposed to hold it out and let it dry for 10 seconds while it still continues to spin, and then you should be done. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So now the lights are blinking, so I'm going to lift it up and I'm going to let it continue to dry for about 10 seconds. And then it automatically shuts off. Let's see. Holy moly, it's so dry. Wow, okay, I am so impressed, you guys. I have to admit, I was kind of skeptical about this. It is completely dry and clean. Let's do another one. Okay, so I decided to do this bronzer brush because it's very, very, very dirty. And I've got my base on here. I did add some more water and solution. I didn't have enough initially, and I noticed that after cleaning that one brush, it was pretty much almost gone. So I added more water, and I'm gonna pop this on here. Make sure that the brush is nice and secure. And I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the water before I turn it on. Last time I noticed that I turned it on first and then put the brush in, and I think this is probably the better approach. So I'm gonna turn it on too. I wanna show you when the light starts to blink. Okay, so now you can see the lights blinking. So I'm just gonna lift the brush up and I'm gonna let it continue to spin while it dries out, and then it should automatically turn off. Okay, turned off. Okay, so let me reshape the brush because it looks a little crazy like bedhead. So it is dry and it is clean. Do you see that? I am amazed. This is very impressive. Okay, now the last thing I want to do is I want to try multiple brushes because this particular model is supposed to clean multiple brushes at the same time. So let's try that. So to clean multiple brushes, you have this device here, and then you have this silicone sleeve here, similar to this one, but just a little bit larger. So what I've done is I've taken this attachment, kind of stuck it in the silicone pocket here. Now the issue that I have run into is that most of my brushes will not fit in here. I mean, this is a very small brush and it will not fit in here. This brush will not fit in here. These are pretty much the only brushes I could find to fit, and they are all MAC 213s and then this tiny little Sigma. I mean, I don't know that this attachment is going to be very useful for me because, like I said, I can't really fit any of my brushes, and there's really no give. This is a hard plastic, so it's not adjustable like the other silicone pieces are, but we will go ahead and test this out. So I've attached it here. Going to turn it on, and I'm just going to do one. And one thing I didn't show in the other demos is you're actually supposed to kind of move your hand up and down and press the brushes down and up, just to kind of really massage the cleaner into the bristles. Okay, so it's blinking, and now I'm gonna rise it and let it dry. Oops, yikes, okay. Looks like cleaning multiple brushes is a little trickier. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna say that this feature, having the option to clean multiple brushes, is not, okay, and these are still soaking wet. They are still soaking wet. Okay, so let's try this again. I'm actually just gonna kind of keep it, well, so yeah, as you can see, now that I have multiple brushes, it's kind of hitting the side of it. Okay, I'm gonna take it out. Let's see if it dries after another 10 seconds. No, they're still very, very wet. So I'm really curious. The brushes that I did before individually were larger brushes. Since I did multiple brushes, small brushes, and none of them dried, I want to see if it dries if it's done by itself. So I've got one of those brushes that's still very wet. I'm going to go ahead and turn it on individual, and I'm going to see if this dries the brush. Okay, so it's blinking. All right, let's see. So it definitely did dry the brush much better than when it was in this attachment here altogether. So my conclusion is that this extra attachment, this extra feature of cleaning 8 brushes at once, is not quite as easy as it sounds. 1, this attachment only fits really small brushes. And 2, I mean, you guys kind of saw how it was banging against the side of this when I was drying it. And then 3, after 2 rounds of drying it, the brushes were still completely soaked. So my conclusion of this product is that it is pretty impressive. I was really impressed that it was able to wash and dry those large brushes so quickly. When I do shampoo my brushes at home, if I wash them too late in the evening, they're not dry in the morning. So the fact that I can clean large brushes and have them dry so quickly is really amazing. However, when it comes to cleaning multiple brushes, I don't really think this product is there yet. It's very restrictive on what size brushes. You really can only clean brushes that have very skinny, tiny little handles. And I would say most of the brushes that I tried to fit in there would not fit. So that's definitely a con there. And then 2, the drying process when you're cleaning multiple brushes was not effective. I dried it 2 times and they were all still completely soaked. So I do like this product. I think it's very effective. However, if you're buying it because the idea of cleaning 8 brushes at once is really intriguing, I want to kind of tell you to do a little more research because I did not find that to be very easy with this tool. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!